show. It's all good. Your boy here didn't win the Talking Dead competition, but I want to thank you guys so much for voting for me. I know that they stopped the voting. They had to have, because the way that you guys are pouring out to vote for me, and the numbers never changed. I listen, I completely appreciate you. I definitely do. And I have to do shout outs. So I'm going to do shout outs real quick. Let me change the battery on this camera. This is what y'all do. Y'all boss up and y'all come up in this town and y'all take control. This is what I'm talking about. Yeah. Yes, God. Yes, God. Don't let nobody tell y'all Rick ain't that G. The guy's like, look, don't move or I slice his throat. Then all of a sudden, right in the throat, gushing blood, gushing, just pouring out like lemonade on a hot day, and a styrofoam small cup, just gushing out all on Rick. The girl comes up, the girl comes up and punches Rick. Michonne comes up, bitch, you ain't touching my man. Bam, get on the floor.
They just gave me his number. Maybe I should call. I don't know. Dating for me in New York, it's been so messy. Come on. Relax, baby. Hey.
What is going on, world? I'm Wesley from A Connections TV, the network, the one channel on YouTube where we actually adopt similar connections despite our differences. And the similar connection that I want to adopt with you guys tonight, of course, it's Walking Dead night. I am going to be reviewing Untie. I don't know how to read. Sorry. So I'm going to be reviewing Untie, and yeah, the Talking Dead comes on right after, and I don't know if I'm going to win. Based on the votes, I'm not going to win. But, you know, in the fine print it states that the winner is not just based off the vote. So hopefully that is true, because I would love to win. But I want to thank you guys so much for voting for me and all of your positive comments about how I deserve to be on the show and all of that. It really has meant a lot to me. I'm going to take this shirt off because it's fighting the background right now. So I'm going to do that so that we can get some color up in here. Okay, and I'm about to watch Untie. So yeah, let's get into this. I'm gonna shout y'all all out at the end of this video, so don't tune out at the end of this video. Definitely decide to continue watching, and yeah, so let's get ready to watch Untie. I don't really want to watch Talking Dead because I don't want to know. I know I'm not gonna win. I know I'm gonna win. I know I'm not gonna win. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I've gone through a lot of bad in my life, and to have something good like this happen would just be insane. And so my mind has already conditioned me to know that it's not going to happen, but my heart is saying that I would really love for it to happen. But whatever. I am going to watch this episode, Untie, and yeah, give y'all my review. See y'all in a second. I don't know if you guys understand what it is that this show does for me and a whole lot of you out there that get it. This show is by far oh my God, this show is the best. It's just simply the best. We start this off with Abraham and Sasha walking inside Alexandria, and they're having a run-of-the-mill conversation a conversation that obviously seems like they've been having for quite a few days. Now that we know that it's been 2 months since episode 1. And so they're conversing about just general stuff. Abraham is definitely into Sasha. And Sasha is appreciating the comfort, but she's protective of her heart. This is what I'm seeing right now, because she mentions that Eugene is going to take over her spot. And I don't think that was anything else but being predetermined and planned to have Eugene do that, because I kind of feel like maybe she was feeling feelings as well. But she knows where Abraham and Rosita are. And so she doesn't want to be a part of that. And so she just says deuces to Abraham as she walks away and says that this will be the last time you and I see each other. Interesting, smart, and interesting. I'm glad that she took that position, because right after that we see Eugene and Rosita in the bed after having this grand experience sexually, and Rosita throws Abraham a necklace, and Abraham says, "You made this?" and and Rosita's like, "That's not it," or something else, and she's like, "Shower?" And I'm like, okay, Rosita is really feeling Abraham, but Abraham is stuck on the concept of Sasha. And then we skip from that and we go to Glenn and Maggie, who finally, in our eyes, have an opportunity to speak. Just speak, because we haven't seen them speak or anything. And then all of a sudden, we see Denise run out. Abraham runs toward her. They both run inside. And Glenn and Maggie run towards this house. And come to find out, Jesus is sitting on the staircase. And Carl pulls a gat out on Jesus and says, "Why are you in my house?" And without even a flinch, a hesitation, Carl is unmoved. And in this moment, I'm like, OMG, Carl is a grown man, right? But what makes it better, I'm just going to tell you what makes it better about the situation. Hold on, I need y'all to vibe with me on this. Because Jesus says, "I'm waiting for your mom and your dad to get ready." Yes! Yes! Yes, that's what we're saying. That's what we're saying. I'm waiting for your mom and your dad. I love Lori, and Lord knows I love Lori, and the way that she passed was just traumatic, and her ghost and all that was just a lot for me. I love Lori. I love her. But, it's all about Richonne right now. It's all about Richonne. And when he said your mom and your dad, and Carl didn't even care. Carl was just like, okay, whatever. That's what I love. And then when Rick and Michonne come out and they're still getting fully dressed, and Rick is like, "Carl," and Carl's looking at the two of them getting dressed. He don't even say nothing. He don't say anything. He doesn't say anything at all. I'm just like, yay, the family is here. It's the family, yay. Yes. Oh my God. And then and everybody comes up. Everybody comes up. They're a little 8 hours late, but everybody comes up. Where is Carol and where is Morgan? Everybody comes up, and then they have this discussion in the beginning, and I don't see Carol anywhere, and I don't see Morgan anywhere. I'm not liking this vibe. I'm not liking this vibe at all. But they have this meeting with Jesus, and Jesus is like, "You guys are good people. We can, let's bridge the gap. We already are trading." And, Maggie's like, "Well, you're trading, who you? So you mean this is already going on?" So yeah, he's like, "Your world is going to get bigger." But wow. You know what I'm saying? Just the combination of everybody coming to figure out what's going on. Guns pointed at Jesus because he's a stranger. Carl has the gat pulled at him. And then we go to this meeting, and it's just like, and Carl is just like, whatever, this dude. Wow. Like this show, there's no other show like The Walking Dead, period. Okay, so like this is really getting good. I think this we're at 17 minutes in, and I think this episode is really going to be like just crazy, right? The only reason why I say that is because we get quite a few things in this next little, thing. And I'm excited because the conversation between Carl and Rick, how Carl just tells Rick he's not going. He's staying here. He needs to hold the city together. I was just like, aha. Yes, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling this conversation. And Rick goes right in and says, the thing between me and Michonne, it just happened, like literally just happened. And Carl's like, and he gives a little smile like, Chavo, I already know this is about to happen, so I'm good, I'm cool, it's cool. What? That's mine right there, that's mine. Yes, and they get in the car and the van and Abraham talks to Glenn. He's like, can I ask you a question? He's like, when you pouring the Bisquick, do you think that are you looking towards making pancakes? I'm like, ooh, really? Really, Abraham? Really? Because I know y'all out here screwing with no condoms. Just squashing in this. Like, what? And so, when he said that, I was like, wow, he is hilarious. But, Glenn is like, yeah, I want to make a family. I want to make this work between her and I, between all of us. Like, yeah. And then they come across this crash that seems to have been, just happened or whatever. And Eugene's like, those are my people. He's like, I know you don't trust me, but can I get a gun? And Rick is like, no. Everybody's like, no. Daryl's like, no, you ain't getting no damn gun. But I'm here, so I'm about to watch this. I'm loving this episode already because just Carl is such a he's grown. And I like the relationship that all of them have because it's open communication. I feel that in every relationship, you guys everyone needs to have open communication, and he doesn't hide anything from Carl about him and Michonne. He speaks it out into existence right then and there, and I think that is a powerful moment that every father and son should have. Let me get back to watching this. So as we progress to the hilltop, the survivors, which is Rick and the gang, still no mention of Morgan and Carol, they go and rescue Jesus' friends from this crash that just occurred. Nobody explains what happened about the crash. Nobody knows why the crash happened or whatever. But they go and rescue everyone. They're in the van, the motorhome, and they state, they start discussing or having conversation. And Glenn and Maggie are talking to one of their doctors, and Glenn asks, do you have any prenatal pills? And the doctor's like, yes, we do. You know how I am. I'm not going to remember any of these people's names until they become a part of the squad, the ultimate squad, right? So, the doctor's like, yeah, we have these, you guys have hit the jackpot, lucky you, whatever. And so we get to the hilltop. The hilltop looks exactly like Alexandria, but way smaller, condensed, and there's this big, huge mansion right at the center of the hilltop. And so they all go into the mansion. Jesus makes mention to the fact that the house, the Barrington house, you can see on all sides of the windows, great for security. He's like, we trust you guys, you can keep your weapons, so forth and so on. And so Gregory makes his appearance, and you get the sense of him being a boss. You do, because he's like, well, why don't you guys go clean up? And Rick's like, we're good. And Gregory walks up to Rick like, look, it takes a lot to keep this place clean, so I need y'all to wash our asses. And it's like Gregory and Rick, and they're both here like this, they're like this. And I'm just like, oh, this looks great. This is awesome. Okay, so fine. They go ahead and they wash. And we're at 34 minutes, and I'm about to go back to watching this episode. I'll be right back. Come on now, Gregory. Come on now, Gregory. Why you challenging the girl Maggie, calling her Natalie and Mallory and all this? And then coming off like a jackass to Maggie when Maggie is trying to play the diplomat, aka Democrat, aka Republican politician for Alexandria. I'm like, okay, girl, you better go ahead and play this role. You better play this role. And she said, okay, well, let me stop you right there, because this whole coming on to me with the honey and all that, we're not doing any of that. I don't like Gregory. I think Gregory needs to be 6 feet under. Hopefully by the time this episode ends, I get my wish. Gregory is a mess. But at the same time, he's only caring and considering his place where he is right now, the hilltop. And Maggie is like, we can help each other. Gregory's like, no, we can't. You guys don't have anything. Maggie's like, yes, we can. We have quite a few things that we can offer you. So let's see where this is going to play out. Yeah, God, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking. This is what y'all do. Y'all boss up and y'all come up in this town and y'all take control. This is what I'm talking about. Yeah. Yes, God. Yes, God. Don't let nobody tell y'all Rick ain't that G. What? Oh my God. Rick is all of that. Rick is all of that. And I'm Richonne and Rick Boning. Richonne and Rick Boning. So, oh, this is everything I needed. This is everything I needed. Okay. So, these three no-names come back. These three no-names come back to Barrington, aka the Hilltop. And a guy comes in and says, they're here, they're back. So Gregory comes out to greet his people. So Gregory's like, where's everybody else? And you know, the dude is like, they're gone. Gregory's like, Negan? He's like, yeah. Gregory's like, we had a deal. And then the guy's like, well, yeah, Negan told me to come back and deliver a message. So the guy stabs Gregory. Okay. Gregory lasts a lot longer in the comics, mind you. So I was confused about that, but whatever. We don't need him here. And so, you know, the whole gang separates the dude from, you know, Gregory. And Rick and the guys tussling. You know, some guy bum rushes Rick, then Abraham jumps in. Then all of a sudden, Abraham is allowing himself to get strangled by this guy. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, Abraham, what is going on in your head? What's going on? Then Daryl comes in, breaks the guy's arm, moves the guy to the side. And then, you know, the guy that stabs Gregory gets the upper hand on Rick and puts a blade to Rick's throat. Now I'm thinking, I know Rick ain't going nowhere. Who carrying the shot? Rick ain't going nowhere. He's not going in T-where. So I'm like, all right, I ain't worried about all this. Well, who's saving my dude? Who's saving Rick? Glenn goes to press the guy. The guy's like, don't move or I slice his throat. Michonne got the katana ready to cut his head off. The guy's like, look, don't move or I slice his throat. Then all of a sudden, right in the throat, gushing blood, gushing, just pouring out like lemonade on a hot day. And a styrofoam small cup just gushing out all on Rick. And Rick moves him. Then he gets up. He's all covered in blood and he's like, what? Everybody's looking at Rick like, oh my God, you just stabbed Ethan. I think that was his name. And he's like, what? And so the guy is like, the girl comes up and punches Rick. Michonne comes up, bitch, you ain't touching my man. Bam, get on the floor. Mind you, before we got to the Hilltop, aka Barrington, Rick and Michonne was playing hand on the thigh while they was riding, and then Abraham and Glenn Abraham and Daryl had a conversation about, did you know about this whole Rick and Michonne thing? It's called Richonne. Get it right, Abraham. Don't be mad because you don't know who to deal with, but you pumping Bisquick and Espinoza, and you. I like Rosita though. Rosita cool. But I don't want there to play out into some Sasha versus Rosita, because we way beyond that minuscule crap that a lot of us people go through. Dealing with, oh, you slept with my man. Chill out, girl. We in an apocalyptic time zone, okay? We don't need any of that stuff. So, this is all well and good. And the people are coming at Rick like, I suggest I drop that. And Rick is like, what you gonna do? Yeah, God. When Rick said, we came all the way up here for food. You're not going to tell me we're not going to walk away without no food. I will take the food. That's what Rick said. Rick said, I will take the food. We will take it. Michonne's like, okay, boo-boo. Okay, babe. You got to pump your brakes, boo. Rick like, oh, fuck. Now I got to listen to her opinion. All right, yeah, we'll do what she said. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. This is a great episode. Let's get back into watching. Yes, come through, Maggie. Come through, Maggie. Come through. Give me half on the deal's off, period. Look, I have leverage. Come through, Maggie. Come all the way through. Come into your own, Maggie. I'm loving this. I'm so loving this. I'm loving this conversation. Rick allows Maggie to go ahead and speak on behalf of the team because he's like, Deanna spoke highly of you. Yes, Maggie, come through, Maggie. Yes, Maggie has a role, her position. Because when she tried to get up that ladder, it wasn't working. But Maggie has her role, and I'm loving this lane that she's in. She better go ahead and lean over that bed and be like, listen, this is how it's going to go down. I'm appreciating that. I really am. Listen, I can't say enough about The Walking Dead. Let me get back to watching that. So, it's all good. Your boy here didn't win the Talking Dead competition, but I want to thank you guys so much for voting for me. I know that they stopped the voting. They had to have, because the way that you guys are pouring out to vote for me, and the numbers never changed. Listen, I completely appreciate you. I definitely do. And I have to do shout outs. So I'm going to do shout outs real quick. Let me change the battery on this camera. Back to this real quick because I want to do some shout outs of the last video. Let me put this on mute. Okay. Now, if you guys haven't been watching LaPortia, you guys need to watch LaPortia on American Idol. She comes on American Idol. The YouTube page, she comes on American Idol. She's on American Idol Top 10, but they have the videos actually on the YouTube page, so you guys should definitely tune into that. But I just want to, hold on one second, let me find this Walking Dead video. Let's see, where are we at? Let's see. Hold on. I'm getting there. This is a great episode. It definitely was. It allowed for a lot of character growth. And I'm all here for it. But let's start out with these shout outs because I know I got like 1,000 comments. So the fact that I have to get through all of these shout outs is going to be crazy to me. I want to give a shout out to Carlene Fan. Oh my God, you know I love you. You know I love you. She is the one that I said that had the amputation on the last video, and I wanted you guys to give her well wishes. Some of you guys tweeted her, and some of you guys left comments. Thank you so much for that. Carlene Fan, I love you. Right Girl Gone Bad, thank you so much. Christy ENJ, Brandon Fullen, Low Euphoria, Gigi Mara 127, Mimi Milan, NYC Chocolate 7777, Brown Beauty XOXO, Alaya Nazir, Aries Star 16 says, I was so grossed out. I got the brother sister vibe from them. Not no fuck buddy vibe. Ugh, so weird to me. You're the only one. Well, I'm sure she's not. But I loved seeing the Richonne thing. It was so hot. Haitian Sensation says, was nasty to me for some reason. Some people didn't like the Richonne thing. Official Audrey, shout out to you. Thank you so much. You definitely tried to help out with that Instagram post that you did. Post it to your fans. We see that the voting, I don't know, some of y'all saying it was rigged or whatever the case may be, but the numbers never changed. They never changed. So once I dropped, it was that. It was it. Like, it was it. They were like, this dude cannot win. Like, he is crazy. Like, what? No. But anyways, thank you so much for voting for me, Official Audrey. I really do appreciate it. And I hope Greg does a great job. I'm sure that he will. He's a fan of the show. So, I am Johnny's girl, a naturally free spirit Jones, Tiffany Rakima, Beautiful Lotus, The Beautiful Lotus, Natasha Evans, N. Gatira, Mona, Rachel James, let's go through it, Dragonetta, Maggie J, Kenny Velasquez, support for A Connection TV Brazil, Lindsay, Code of Ash, Let's see. Morg D'Amato, Keys, Proud Gay Boy here, Radu G, George Wong, Get Well, Anna, aka Act Ashok. Thank you so much for that. Frenchie 91, Egypt 1279, Nasia Bree 15, Latoya Gordon, GGMC, Camille Blankenship, Brad XTW, La Thomas, Lex Seal, The One Black Man, Shayla, Tones 242, Tina Loves, Eddie, Alyssa Clark, Lindsay, Nakaya Ziegler, Lady NY, Lady Nika. What's going on, Lady Nika? I said kill him too. Nothing about him spoke trustworthy. Yes, indeed. Go ahead. Serenity Now Girl, Abria Angel, Megan Makisha Green, Sierra Salt, and there we go. Thank y'all so much for leaving the comments, and I really do appreciate y'all. I actually can't wait till April until the Fear the Walking Dead starts, because we're gonna get to see them out on sea in the ocean with the boat and all of that, and the zombies are still alive in the water. So I'm looking forward to that. Fear the Walking Dead is gonna play all the way up until April. So I'm ecstatic. And I can't wait to see what this whole Negan escapade is gonna look like. It seems very interesting because obviously they go back home to re-up, and you know, because Maggie got the deal that they get what they want now, and then they'll go and handle Negan. I'm loving that. So they're gonna bring all of the stuff back, and then they're gonna get Sasha, because Sasha was in there with the gun like, we in here, what we about to do? So I'm excited. I can't wait to see the next episode, and I still love The Walking Dead, even though I didn't win, and yeah, I'm excited. I want to tell you guys, without getting emotional, right, because I know that I'm a wreck, I want to tell you guys that the moment that I was actually able to speak with one of the producers on the telephone, and we had a great 15-minute long conversation about why do I love The Walking Dead, and it was a tremendous moment for me in my life, and doing like these videos and creatively and all that. It felt close, like I was actually able to touch that, and it was just amazing for me. So this whole process has been exciting, having you guys vote and having you guys go out, and for 3 weeks straight I was #1. That was huge. For 3 weeks straight, I was #1. So thank you for that. I really do appreciate you guys. And hopefully you guys will continue to watch my reviews. I love you guys so much. And yeah, make sure you watch all of the videos on A Connection TV, because they're all very different. But thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you guys think about this particular episode. What do you think is going to happen when they see Negan? And Maggie said it, or Michonne said it, one of the females said it, that this is not going to end well. Someone's going to die, and it's going to be between, I know y'all said my 5, but my 5 has to change. It's going to be between Abraham, Daryl, and Sasha. Abraham, Daryl, and Sasha, I think, are the top 3 to pass. I could be wrong. I could be very wrong. Maybe they don't let any of the survivors pass, and they let the people from the hilltop pass. We'll see how this all works out. But Jesus is starting to win me over. But we'll see. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys leave comments. Deuces.
Do some extra things.
Okay. So this is completely like your site, like it's
This
not
is
ran
my-
through a third party.
No,
This is your site, launched by you.
It's launched by me, created by me.
And you have actual
Atomic beats.
Bright lights in the